right, here we go and onward. Fabulous. This polynomial video is going to be about adding and subtracting polynomials. Super easy, rapido, unbelievably easy. So take a look. Let's. You've already written this down, and so here is the secret key. Okay, you guys. All you have to do when you are adding this trinomial to this trinomial, all you have to do is drop the parentheses, rewrite it exactly the same way, and combine like terms. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to write 5x squared minus 3x plus 7x. I'm dropping the parentheses. I'm going to keep writing it as per usual. Bring down the positive 9x squared, positive 2x squared plus 7x. Okay, so all we did was rewrite it exactly the same way, just dropping the parentheses, because parentheses sometimes confuses students, okay? And so now all you have to do, you guys, is combine like terms. So we have a 5x squared, draw the rainbow, even though it's corny, do it anyway. I don't care, do it anyway, okay? And do we have any that we can combine with our negative 3x? Yep, 7x, okay? Anything else we can combine? Oh, I didn't see that. We have another 7x here. So 7x and 7x. Let me correct that real quick, okay? So here we go. So we have 5x, a positive 5x squared. And by the way, remember when you're combining like terms, all you need to do is exactly what is in front of the polynomial, okay? So here we have a positive 5x squared, and here we have a positive 9x squared and a positive 2x squared. They're all positive. So 5 plus 9 is 14, plus 2 is 16. So we have 16x squared. So cross it out as we go along, okay? And now we have a negative 3x, and we're going to add 7x to that, positive 4x. Positive 4x plus 7x is a positive 11x. So positive 11x, and you're done. Yes, it is that easy. So when you are adding, okay, polynomials, whether it be a trinomial to a trinomial, a binomial to a binomial, a monomial to a trinomial, I don't care what combination it is. The secret key is you drop the parentheses, write it exactly the same way, combine like terms, and shazam, you're in. You're done. Okay? That's simple. Now, there is, now we're going to do an example of subtraction. Okay? There is one difference, only one difference between adding and subtracting. So I want you to go ahead and write this example, okay, in your notes. And so this is a subtraction symbol right here. So I want everyone to put a star, okay? Here's the thing, very, very, very similar, okay? The Fast and Furious. Here we go. You're going to write, okay, the first trinomial exactly the same way. Once again, dropping the parentheses. So let's do that first, okay? We have a negative 9r cubed plus 2r minus 1. Everything is fine, totally fine, everything is totally fine, okay? Now, here is, put the star, put the smiley face. Here we go. Simple, simple, easy peasy, okay? Here it is. I like to say it this way. This subtraction symbol tells you, give me the opposite of what's inside. Okay, so we're going to do 1 and 2 and 3. Yes, draw the arrows, draw the rainbows, even though it's corny, do it anyway. Why? Because sometimes students will do the first and second term and forget the third term. It's just a visual organization thing, okay? OCD, fabulous. Here we go. So what is the opposite of a negative 5r squared? Positive 5r squared. What is the opposite of a positive r? Negative r. What is the opposite of a positive 8? Negative 8. And I hope you can see that in the process, okay, those parentheses were dropped automatically because you were applying this negative 1 you were distributing the -1 to each of the terms here. So some teachers like to say, even though it's not there, you know there's a 1 there, so you're going to multiply this -1 to all 3 terms inside. I like to keep it simple and just say, you know what, folks? You're just giving me the opposite of what's inside, and when you do that, the parentheses are dropped, once again, because parentheses are sometimes confusing for students. And so we drop the parentheses and apply the opposite for all 3 of those. And now we're back to what? Combining like terms. Easy peasy, okay? So do we have anything that we can combine our -9r cubed with? No. Okay. Can we combine anything with the 2r? Yes, we can. Here we are, our 2r and our -r. Can we combine anything with the -1? Yes, we can. -1 and -8. Can we combine anything with the 5r squared? No. Guys, put the star. Remember in the former video when I talked to you about writing your answers for polynomials in standard form? Everybody write it down. Write this down. Standard form. Okay? Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. Okay? Now, remember, it just makes things easier when we're moving on with factoring in the future and the like. Always writing your answer with the highest exponent first. Okay? So what is the highest exponent we have up here? R cubed. Okay? So that's going to go first. -9r cubed, and cross it out because you already used it. What's the next highest exponent we have up there? 5r squared. So put plus 5r squared. Cross it out because we already used it. Okay. What's the next highest exponent? Are r's. So 2, a +2 and a -1 gives me a +1, so plus r. 2 minus 1 is 1, plus r. And then a -1 minus 8 is a -9. So here, circle that. Circle the whole thing, you guys, the whole thing. This whole thing is your answer. Okay? So that's adding and subtracting polynomials. And just remember, you guys, the only difference between adding and subtracting is when you have that subtraction symbol. Okay? You write the first part exactly the same way, dropping the parentheses, okay? And then you give me the opposite of what's inside and bring it down, combine like terms, and you are fabulous. Excellent, okay? Moving on to our next video.